Guys, earlier today, it's been a long day. I had a unique experience. And, I was on Facebook, which is probably the first mistake. And I was just getting beat up on a post, you have them posts where you try to defend yourself. You try to think of a clever way to defend yourself. And I was defending myself against, I think, probably a couple different things. Probably defending myself on the content of the Pro channel. And for those of you who don't know, the Pro channel is a paid channel. And that does get me some flack, and I'm sort of used to that. Rarely does a week go by where I'm not, I don't know the word, lambasted for having a paid HVAC channel, for better or for worse. It doesn't really matter what the content is, it's just the whole theory behind it people dislike. Which is fine, I'm sort of used to that, so that was part of it. And I think part of it was sort of our rambunctious hangouts. Anyone that's ever been to one of our hangouts knows that they can be a little offensive. So I think that both those things played a part in it. And I can see in some of the comments on the YouTube videos that people don't appreciate what happens on the hangouts. And I was thinking about it, and it's like, well, you could get rid of the hangouts and do away with that, and then everybody, there'd be less offense in the world. But you know what? I really enjoy the hangouts. And it seems like we catch shit on a daily basis from a whole number of different avenues. Like I said, the Pro channel earns me a steady diet of thumbs down and, I guess, virtual hate mail via messages and comments. People don't like it. Not just the gentleman I was, going back and forth with, but, many people don't like it. They don't like the fact that you have to charge for YouTube. And you sit there in your head, and I'm sitting there, it's like, man, you buy videos from the video store, you rent stuff from Google Play. What's the difference? YouTube sells movies. But after a while, you get sick of saying that every time. You get sick of going, hey, you can do this, this is this. And you just say straight up to people. And maybe that's part of the thing, I've heard it so many times. I just say, you know what? Try it out if you don't like it. Because you can try it for a while for free. Take a look at it. If you don't like it, you don't like it. I'm not a great salesman. I like to say that it's like when you do work in the field. Take a look at the work in the field. You don't need to sugarcoat it or put some kind of bullshit marketing campaign behind it. If you do a good job, people will hire you. That's how I feel about everything. And it gets me into a lot of trouble because I feel like after you do something like the Pro channel and you put something on there that's worthwhile, you should look at it for the merits. If you look at it for the merits and you look at it for what it is and say, this is not for me, then okay, that's fine. But if you're expecting some kind of song and dance and, get 60% off, shit like that, I mean, that's not me. It's never been me. Every time I've tried to do that, it hasn't felt natural. It's felt forced, it's felt pushed, and I don't like it. Same thing in HVAC. I'm sure I would be more successful if I could, bullshit my way up to a salesman mentality, but I just can't do it. And there'll be people out there to say, well, that's part of the game, you got to do it. But you know what? I can't do it. It ain't going to happen. So I'm going to wish for success. I'm going to say, hey, good Lord, give me success if it's in the cards. If not, it's not. I'm just going to roll with that. As far as the internet stuff, I take shit on a daily basis. People in the hangouts, people are going to be offended by it. They're going to be offended by it, and I can see why they're offended. Some of the stuff that's on the hangouts is pretty much pushing the borders. it's foot's on the line basically. But you know what? We're going to let it roll because we're having a good time. Well, we'll just let the comments roll on in because we're having a good time. And after a long week at work, have a little shooting the shit's a good thing. And you know what? Everybody catches a little hell now and then. So, like I said, today I've been banned from a couple of Facebook groups already. Not even the groups I was doing the comments in. So I just guess it was a preemptive strike. And that's fine. I was in too many Facebook groups to begin with. I needed to shorten that up. I tried to put a lot of stuff out on different Facebook groups for the website to grow the website. But I don't really see the positive effect anyway. It hasn't really grown any faster than it's pretty much stayed steady the whole time. no matter what I do. I'm just going to count on guys like you that are watching the videos on the blog channel, on the Working Joe's channel. I'll let you guys, you'll try it out one day, and if it's worthwhile to you, if you find some information on there, maybe even find it during a Google search as far as some of the data in the library or the videos, maybe it'll get you hooked on it. Just give it the time it needs to get started up. A good buddy of mine, Ralph, has counseled me on a couple of occasions. Just said, take your time. It'll happen. Just keep working on it. And that's what I'm going to do. I've been working real hard on it, so some of my feelings about the website are worn on my sleeve because I have worked so hard on it. But you can't force things to happen. It's got to happen. You got to give it time. Patience is sometimes something I got to work on. So it's good to have buddies like Ralph that will recognize that and say, hey, just basically just chill the fuck out and relax. It'll happen. So this is my therapy session for tonight. And I'm going to go home, watch some TV. It's 11:09 p.m. I'll upload this so you guys can comment, what a big bitch, or whatever you're going to say, which is fine. We'll take it to the hangout and we'll get rid of it. So, I'll see you guys in the next one.